Hey BTT fans, welcome back to a Beyond Their Table mini comic series entry. Grab your tea, or maybe your oat milk latte from the Bougie Cafe. Because today's story is about loyalty, ambition, and a little bit of grocery store scandal. Oh yes, welcome to the Bougie Grocery. Every workplace has that one person, the glue. At the Bougie Grocery, that was Lizzy. Backroom accountant, payroll wizard, shift scheduler. She didn't just do the job, she was the job. She handled invoices, balanced cash flow, and made sure the cashiers had their breaks. She even knew customers by name. For over a decade, she carried that weight. In retail, staff turnover is brutal, almost 60% a year. Yet Lizzy, she was there 12 years strong, loyal, dependable, the type of employee you'd build a company around. But change always comes. The owners, Scott and his wife Angela, decided Lizzy needed help. Enter two new hires, sisters Khristina and Kelsey. Lizzy was relieved at first. Imagine, after years of working weekends, finally getting time to herself. Time for a scalp massage at the salon. Time to breathe. Khristina, the older sister, was calm, organized, the clipboard type. Kelsey, she was... let's just say she knew how to turn heads. Tight black pants, glossy lips, green uniform top, just fitted enough to start conversations. And oh, did the grocery boys notice. Lizzy smiled and trained them both, never realizing she was shaping her own replacements. The sisters caught on quick. They were university grads with shiny business degrees. Within months, they could schedule shifts, balance payroll, manage inventory. All skills Lizzy had learned on the job, through sweat and repetition. Statistics say 30% of employees end up training the very people who take their place. Lizzy became that stat. She told herself it was fine. She wanted fewer responsibilities. But slowly the store changed. Kelsey at the front desk, Khristina in charge of scheduling. While Lizzy's own hours shrank, the rhythm that once defined her life was slipping away. And here's the catch. Sometimes when you ask for less work, the universe actually delivers, just not in the way you expect. Then came the conversation. Scott sat Lizzy down and said, "You're now assistant manager." Assistant, not manager, not payroll lead, assistant. Angela, his wife, breezed into the office, coffee in hand, and with that cool pixie-cut confidence said, "You asked for this, Lizzy?" Lizzy's heart sank. She wanted balance, not a downgrade. This was no promotion. It was a quiet demotion dressed up as what you asked for. And here's a truth bomb. Studies show that 47% of employees who negotiate for more balance end up losing opportunities or promotions. Lizzy didn't know it yet, but she'd just become one of them. The energy shifted. Lizzy couldn't put her finger on it, but the vibe between Scott and Kelsey was off. Extra smiles. Long chats by the stairs. Then one day, Lizzy rushed downstairs to the washroom and froze. There it was, in plain sight, Scott and Kelsey, kissing. Her stomach dropped. She gripped the sink, staring at herself in the mirror, wondering if this was the real reason she'd lost her place. And just then, in walked Kelsey, smiling, calm. She looked Lizzy right in the eye and said, "Hey Lizzy," as if nothing had happened. When Lizzy returned upstairs, Scott pulled her aside. In front of Khristina, he said, "You've got your old position back, with a raise." Christina's jaw dropped. What just happened here? Angela, of course, was told, but Scott stood his ground, and in that moment, the hierarchy shifted again, quietly, permanently. From then on, nobody ever spoke of it. Not Khristina, not Angela, not even Lizzy. Kelsey still had her role. Lizzy got her title back, and a company-paid monthly salon visit became her small luxury. But truth be told, victory felt complicated. Because sometimes getting back what you lost doesn't feel the same once you know the cost. So, BTT fans, I'll ask you, was Lizzy lucky or just tangled in someone else's mess? Have you ever seen drama like this play out at your job? Drop your stories in the comments. And if you want a part 2, you know exactly what to do.
All right, BTT fans, let's have some real talk. It's good to want more. Ambition is healthy. But even celebrities with all the fame, the money, and the spotlight will tell you they can still feel empty, lonely, and downright miserable. Liz wanted more time to herself, and she got it. But here's the catch. We can't have our cake and eat it too. Work is work. The new ones came in, the employer gave her what she asked for, and yet she was still unhappy. That old saying, be careful what you wish for. More times than not, less really is more. Because sometimes peace, stability, and knowing your worth is worth more than a fancy new title or an empty raise. And if you really want more, don't sit around waiting for someone else's approval. Go open your own Bougie Grocery. Then come back and tell me how sweet the grind really is. Because trust me, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Or should I say, freer on the other side. Oops, I mean greener. See you next time, BTT fans. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And please, share this story with someone else who needs the reminder today.